this game?
Well, at first it was difficult, but you kind of just get the hang of it. Like ball is still the same. It's just using the abilities for not what they're meant for. Well, I mean, I guess you could say what they're meant for, but that's not very accurate. It's more
Mhm.
using the abilities as best as you can, right, in a logical manner. And I mean, it makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
So at first, it's not my play style, but it was okay to implement. It wasn't too difficult.
Right, right. So let's just kind of go back to what we've been working on in the previous session. What are the concepts you been actively implementing? What are the concepts you applied so far?
The main thing that I've been focusing on was controlling 180 positions and being patient.
Mhm.
That was the main thing. The solo queue thing, I haven't actually played much comp. I played a lot yesterday, mainly duo queued with a friend. Nice guy. So I guess you could say I took a bit of advice there, not playing with the same people.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's been going well. Like the advice has helped me out a lot.
Nice.
For the
Okay, so
most
it's
part.
mainly controlling flanks, patience. Yeah, that was the one as well.
Mhm.
What about timing? We kind of specified when most of your team is ready, you have to be active as well. How that went? Did you look to apply that as well?
Um, I think so. That wasn't one that I focused on too much, but
Hmm.
initially I thought that could be part of the being patient bit. Because in my
Exactly.
mind, being patient could also mean letting the enemies take a bit of space, taking a bit of space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Okay, okay. So out of all those concepts, what do you think you're doing much better? Is that controlling flanks or just being patient altogether? Maybe. Yeah, what do you think?
I think 180 position is probably the easiest to implement. I
Mm-hmm.
found that to be the easiest. That's the
Right.
one I focused on the most.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, that and not booping the enemies into the wrong place, or what's the other one? Slamming
So,
prematurely, kind of
okay.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. I see. Okay. Okay. So that that went much better. Okay. What do you struggle with at the moment? Maybe out of all those concepts, there's something what's been difficult for you to implement.
Um, Give me a moment.
Hmm.
It's probably this one's the one that I focused on least, so I'm probably gonna say that if the team is active, if the team is pushing, then I should look to be active as well.
Hmm.
Um, that can be difficult sometimes when I'm going out to get health packs, but if I'm doing my own thing, then I'm kind of disconnected from my own team, which I guess factors into awareness in a way or focus.
Sure.
Um,
Sure.
but with focus, I've been exercising in the mornings. Like when I wake up, just like 10-15 minutes of hit. That's been working out well for me.
Mm-hmm. 10,
Actually helps a lot, to be honest.
so sorry again, can you repeat that? 10-15 minutes of what?
Of hit, well, high intensity interval
Oh,
cardio,
yeah. Okay, okay, okay,
not
okay, okay. I
cardio.
got it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I got
yeah, yeah.
it.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's helping for sure. Yeah, if you're doing that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, you know, Overwatch isn't the reason why I'm doing that. Of course, it's
Mm.
it's it's just focus better in life overall, but it has helped out a lot in Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly. It translates
Yeah.
to anything you do. It might be
Mm.
doing sports, might be doing Overwatch, doesn't matter. Yeah, it still improve the effectiveness. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, okay. So awareness maybe okay. So awareness that is something we can look into a little bit more. Is there anything else you think?
Oh, yeah. There's um, well, learning Junker Queen and Sigma, like how to play them properly, has been a bit of a focus of mine over the past couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of Vestola on on his stream. I don't know if you were watching any of the the qualifier matches recently?
I've been just watching scrims randomly from, well, sometimes just for me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting. I mean, he mainly plays Ram now, but I mean, it's what can I say? It's not the same as ball, you know. But I feel
Yeah.
like playing
Mm-hmm.
ball has kind of skewed my understanding of how to play tank from the beginning. So it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
relearning the game
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
Mm-hmm. So you're also looking to learn those other characters too, yeah?
Yeah,
Right,
yes.
right. Do you, so are you gonna be leaning towards what we mentioned in our previous lesson? Are you gonna be leaning towards Queen and Sigma at the moment, or how you want to go about that? Or maybe it's just a Ram Sigma ball, this sort of pool. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Um, I'm finding Ram a lot easier than Junker Queen. I mean, I just want to have at least one tank that I'm good at in one kind of rock paper scissors kind of comp. You know?
Rock
Yeah.
paper scissors. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is an interesting term because well, we can discuss this more actually because I don't think it's like straight exists actually because a lot of people tend to pay attention to one variable too much. They say this counters this, but if you look into the matchup, it's not real. Yeah, let's say somebody says, "Oh,
Yeah.
Zarya counters Diva." Well, if you play frontline Diva, not to your strengths, not a reason ability, sure, yeah, as an example. But what if you take angles on the enemy composition? Suddenly you countering them. It's just mostly it's more effective to look into the big picture. Maybe something what we can discuss actually. We wanted to do that. Just what hero to pick and what is based on, how to look at the big picture. We can go with that
Uh-huh.
potentially. So it's gonna be easier for you to understand what to play.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but for now you're thinking kind of leaning towards a Ram Ball Sigma, right?
Yeah, I have played a bit of Queen. Give me a moment. I have some matches that I've played yesterday. Um, not that one.
hmm
I mean, if you would like to look at them, that'd be great.
I think it's better if we start with Ball, probably. Well, let's see what's the
Yeah, sure.
improvements there first. Then we can look at those others. Maybe today, maybe not. Yeah, let's see how is that gonna go. I think the first thing we can discuss is just the hero pool, what's based on doing all the swaps. Second, what you mentioned is the sort of awareness, making sure the timing is right. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's based on awareness more so it. Yeah, let's put it this way. Yeah, so it's important. Yeah, is there anything else maybe? What do you think you struggle with? If there's anything else.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Usually I play a lot more Overwatch. Most of my Overwatch playing has just been in the past couple of days and those collegiate games, mainly because I was out of medication.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, I guess we'll find out in the replays
Mm-hmm.
what obvious mistakes I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
It could very well be possible that I'm still making similar mistakes, just to less of an extent, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I have the code. I have a couple of codes I can send your way now if you'd like.
Yeah, yeah.
Ball.
Let's. You can start with that, and let's start with the hero pool then, and then we go over the ball. I think that's gonna be the best. How the because we discussed this
Yep.
sort of mentality wise. Yeah, we discussed that how someone can affect you. That was just yeah. What if someone's gonna flame me? This sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
did you try to go with this mentality, what I mentioned before? Kind of maybe leaving the voice channel. Yeah, I think you mentioned solo queue. You done that.
Yeah.
Or you played with somebody else. Yeah. You done
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when you mentioned the kind of hypocrisies of the mindset that I used to have, what I was thinking, what was actually happening,
Mm-hmm.
what the case may have been, and what I was voluntarily getting myself into,
Mm-hmm.
that being playing with friends that were actually toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it kind of just I mean, I was like, why am I bothered about this? It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really make much sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So The anxiety has dropped down a lot.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I want to hear. Yeah, because if maybe there's still gonna be some problems related to that. Yeah, we can potentially discuss it. Yeah, we still have this topic marked, I think, on our what we can discuss later potentially. Yeah, there are a lot of things.
Yeah.
We can go over those later if needed. But for now, if the advice I gave you helped, yeah, we can just maintain. You can keep going, and should be good. Yeah. So you don't think there are any big problems related to that topic anymore?
No, I don't think so. I'll let you know if there are though.
Yeah. Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of concepts, maybe just few tools I can share as well. If there's ever maybe problems in the match, just dealing with difficult teammates, even though there's randoms, what you can do about that as well. We can go with that. Yeah, just a bit more in
Yeah, I mean,
depth. Mhm.
at the end of the day, I can only control myself.
Of course. Right.
Yeah, so like if something's bothering me, I can negotiate with my own self. I can
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty easy. Like it's well once you have that frame in a way set in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
it's just I mean yeah, it's just a lot easier.
Yeah. They're just a few tools. If you would like those later, you can go with those so you can negotiate with yourself a little bit more effectively, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Right. For now, I think we can just do focus on scouting, look at the previous few players, and then go over the hero pool a little bit. I think would be the good start. Is it sounds good?
Yep, great. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Screen sharing now. Okay. Let me know if you see my stream just fine.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so the mindset behind what to pick, you can kind of do this, I think,
I mean,
basic
I've
kind of.
given ball matches here just to let you know.
Yeah.
I can give the other stuff for later, but this was originally meant to be for the 30-minute review, but I can just give
That's
I
fine.
can give like a Sigma replay for the 30-minute thing if you'd like.
As I mentioned, I think because we didn't do 30 minutes, we're gonna do longer session today, and then you
Yeah.
can schedule another 30 minutes for later, sure. But again, 30 minutes reviews, they're related to the stuff which you mentioned in the previous lessons, so you
Okay.
probably, if we discuss Sigma, then yeah, you can give me the Sigma. If not, then just give me the same, like the hero we're discussing today, probably Ball, then you can just
Yeah.
give it to me later. If we discuss Sigma, yeah, sure, we can go with him as well. But yeah, okay,
Yeah. No
let's
problem.
see here. So kind of the general mindset of the swaps. It doesn't matter the situation and what you can be thinking about is just first of all thinking about first thing is what your composition is leaning towards. So there are three variations usually. First one is brawl, second one is are you actually playing dive, third one is are you playing poke, just any sort of long range composition. First of all, are you familiar with all of this? Yeah, I guess you do, but
Yeah.
just so let's kind of put it this way. Whenever you look at the range of the comps, how brawl composition wins, what is the range of the brawl likes to take?
Well, I mean, I kind of see brawl and rush as the same thing. I don't know if
There are
that's
variations. Yeah, there are variations basically. Like what you're describing. Brush, let's put it this way. Yeah, a lot of people they use it as a variation of brawl. Why? Because rush is the faster paced brawl where you have really
mm,
limited resources. You can basically take long fights. I give you an example of rush: Moira, Lucio, Reaper, Ryan all together. Because of the limited resources you have, especially like Moira's healing is limited, you have to take really fast fights. With the general brawl, something like Bap instead of Moira. Yeah, maybe you have more kind of stable composition as well. In this kind of matter, something like Ram, for example, as well. You're not
mm.
really playing for high burst rush in instantly. You still do have the burst, it's just slower paced. Okay, so this is how you can look at it, with how you win by by using the range. With the brawl is you want to get close range. With the dive, for example, it's usually about the mobility. You have to, in a way, close the gap going from long range to short, like you do with the bow. You start really far, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
but because of your mobility, you can get an enemy backline and close the gap with them. So this arrow here can represent mobility, and
Mm-hmm.
poke compositions, those are more long range oriented.
Yeah.
Give me an example of poke composition. What do you think?
Um, like it could be like Sigma Soldier. Um, I need to look at the hero pool.
That's
On
okay. There were good examples already, yeah.
yeah. So here, hold on a
Can
moment.
also add the Zenyatta. No, I think it's fine. It's just so you have the general
Yeah.
understanding. It's just so now with all this information, when you know this, you can make this first easy. Well, sometimes not easy, but just this first decision. What you might be playing because of this composition, because of the strengths. Yeah, what you guys strong at? What is the direction you leaning towards? In any match, honestly, most of your matches, even in scrims, you usually don't have the exact one direction of compositions. Usually, people run some sort of hybrid most of
Mm,
the time. That's why it might be tough to make a decision, but you really don't have to overthink it. You can just think about what is that main direction we're leaning towards at this point of time. Okay?
yeah.
So look at your composition, for example. What are you leaning towards here? Is that roll
I think
dive?
we're definitely leaning towards a dive, other than
Mm-hmm.
Sojourn, because Sojourn,
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Sojourn's more. Sojourn works everywhere, actually. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Sojo is
Yeah.
pretty versatile. With the new heroes, actually, they give a little bit of versatility to every hero. But even with versatile hero, you can notice the tendency. One hero any hero is leaning towards just one style of play. Surgeon, the main damage output comes out of your railgun, so you can kind of put her in more pokish style of heroes. Yes, sure, she has a lot of mobility. She can be suitable in dive, and even with your primary fire, it can be applicable in short range compositions like Brawl a lot of times, yeah. But you're just
Hmm.
looking at the main direction. Even with something like Ram, Ram has a little bit of poke, but his main direction, his main damage comes out of what?
Out of his Nemesis form.
Nemesis, yeah, and this is
Yeah.
really just brawl a tank because of it, yeah, because and that's why you see when those scrims in those matches, just really good brawl tank. Most of the damage comes out of the Nemesis. It can close the gap, do a lot of burst, yeah. So that's how you
Yeah.
look at it. Yeah, even all tanks, something like Reinhardt, you have some bit of poke with the 5 strikes, but you can also close the gap. Most of your damage comes out of the hammer, pin, all of that, yeah. So it's quite
Mm-hmm.
important. That's how you look at it. Identify the main direction. Now, when you know the direction of the comp, you can pick a hero based on that. But it's not only that, because sometimes it's gonna be harder for you to make a decision. Let's say here, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a Reaper instead of Tracer. Maybe, okay, you have Cass instead of Tracer. Okay, so
Yeah.
what? And maybe this Surgeon is Reaper as well. Okay, let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the direction of the comp changed, and this is gonna be something leaning towards Brawl here in this case, then. Okay,
Yeah.
so what hero might be suitable in this case, you think, out of your pool? Yeah, so this is.
Probably like
Mhm.
Zarya or
Are you playing
or
Zarya? Is it in your pool?
well, I mean, I've been playing Zarya from time to time.
Right.
I've been kind of like playing other tanks in general, just to see what they're like.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say Ramattra is very very good
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Exactly. See, the
Yeah.
importance, you really don't want to be able to play all the tanks and have the most suitable one just because of the meta. No, you understand your own strengths and just kind of play around those sweet tanks at the start. As I mentioned in our previous lesson, I think you have limited pool. It's easier for you to practice. Later, you can be more dynamic with your pool. Let's say you want to replace one hero with another. You can do
Hmm.
that for long term, but now just make sure you actively practice in your hero pool. If you wanna look to play Ball, Ram, Sigma, fine. Maybe you wanna play Ball, Zarya, Sigma, it's also fine. So see, Zarya is kind of more leaning towards the Brawl category, Sigma is more poke category, and Ball is gonna be
Hmm.
leaning towards the dive. In your case, but you can replace later in the long term one of those heroes. You don't want to do it in a short term and matches all the time. It's really
I
important. So
see.
so you learn
Yeah.
those micros. It's gonna be easy for you. Okay, so it's one thing, the composition. The second thing you can be paying attention to, which allows you to make a decision what to play. It's the map, the type of the map you play in. Okay,
Hmm.
so and usually I differentiate the maps again on more short range oriented, more long range oriented, and the maps where you need a lot of high gun control, where you have a lot of verticality in a way.
Hmm.
Okay. Short range map example can be something like Legion Control Center, it's pretty short
Yeah.
range. Long range, something like Havana, even Junket Town. Circuit Royale is really good example. High
Hmm.
ground maps such as Gibraltar, maybe Numbani first point. See, you all the time can answer this question. Even on every map, you can see that different points, they provide certain strengths. Yeah, like let's say Eichenwald, second point, it's more high gun oriented, but the third point on Eichenwald is suddenly more short range oriented. This is how you make a decision. What is easier for you to play based on the composition and based on the map? Because maybe if you don't have a clear direction, let's say you have kind of 50-50, one direction towards the brawl and another direction towards the dive in your team. Yeah, what do you do in this case? Well, you can just look at the map and identify the strengths of the map and see what is easier there to run. Mm, And every map, again, like you can find short, long range spaces and even high guns, but it's just for us important to understand what are most important spaces you're using when controlling the objective. Yeah, let's say here, this map, what do you think? This Coliseo, what is that more about here? What yeah.
Oh, out of the three team comps, or do you mean like what are the
The
most
map
important
wise.
spaces?
The
Yeah.
map wise, yeah. The map wise.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely long.
Kind of
Like,
long sideline here, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, as soon as you get closer up,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to take advantage of that cover a lot more. So Ramattra would be really really good here. But yeah, it's mainly long.
Mm-hmm. See,
This would be more suited for like poke
yeah,
in this area.
I would agree. Yeah, it's kind of more because this is really long sideline. You see a lot of widows there for that reason.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe you see some sort of ash as well. Okay, well, it's suitable for the long range, but it's also in some ways because the short range space as well. Maybe you can lean towards that. You see, with the maps. It's not that really maps dictate to you what you have to run. You just kind of see
Yeah, I
what
mean,
is easier.
especially yeah, like especially with the push maps, like it can change so much all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That you can't
Yeah.
really you kind of have
Yeah.
to go with like more of a hybrid kind of comp, to
You
be honest.
you can. Yeah. It's just again. First of all,
I
compositions.
mean,
It's
yeah,
based on It's even in
yeah,
team play. It's always based on the strengths. What you guys are strong at. This is where it goes your hero pool. Yeah. If I'm really strong in ball, Ramata, or Sigma, and if I know these guys are comfortable with those certain heroes, yeah, what do I lean towards? If I have this comp, well, I could just be running ball on this map still, because what matters more is just making sure you, I think, pay attention to the team comp first, and second, you look at the map as well, and you make a
yeah.
decision. Yeah,
I see.
it's just you can adjust to composition, even though it's the worst map to play certain composition on. You still can do that. It's just about how do you adjust. That's why I look at the comp first, then look at the map. So here, run and brawl, it would be using all the synclo spaces, really get closer using those rooms. Maybe well, this is gonna be more awkward using this right side. So yeah, definitely using those enclosed spaces more, left rooms, and then rush in something. If you're using long range oriented, well, then you're using those kind of long sidelines here. With that, you want to take advantage out of those spaces a little bit more, because this allows you to flank and go deeper in their backline in an easier way. That's why you probably usually do with the ball, I think, where you can roll out. So it's just how you look at it. In the long term, you make a decision, look at the comp, then look at the map, understand what to play based on that, but only peek around your pool for now. You don't want to play the heroes you're not actively practicing.
Yeah, for sure. Like ultimately, number one is what you're strong at and what your teammates are strong at.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first one. Well, do you have any questions about all of this here so far, or this?
I don't remember this game very well, so no real questions. I think though this was I think the implementation of our diving, let's say, was a bit iffy at the start, but it got better over time, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure. But yeah, no questions.
Okay. And this previous stuff about the comp map, everything's clear as well, yeah?
Yeah. Completely clear.
Okay, we can start going over that. Probably starting with awareness, then if there's a problem. But yeah, let's see the implementation of the previous concepts first. So you roll out, going for this 180 flank. I like it. Okay, being patient. Okay, well, they stick you, but it's really a matter of can you have the most of your resources, and if this happens, if they try to chase you, what do you do here as well? It's something about just how do you maintain the flanks. Well, they try to scout you, right? You still try to maintain good patience, and you went on HP pack as well. You see, like, they chase you, they look around, your team takes all the space in the world. It's just the question of how you survive using cover and your resources. So your shields got forced here a little bit. Right. This is where it's important. This is where it's just your team engages, right? You see this, the Tracer is in, I think this guy's also actively.
That's where I should have slammed.
Yeah, but unfortunately our shields got forced. Yeah, so what can you do to prevent this? I really like all of this here, I think. Okay, so you do a little bit of scouting as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, probably it was a bit of a nitpick that I'm going to mention. Just not taking the health back immediately at the start was probably the best thing there. I could have used that health pack and then went in.
Right. I think using it. Let's kind of do this. Maintaining the flanks. Yeah, what helps you? I think the biggest one for you is the ball, using HP packs. But when you use the HP pack, you want to make sure you can engage within the seconds. Ideally, just you took HP pack and then okay, I'm going right in after. Right. If that can happen, that's quite good. Yeah. But you have to do the scouting information on, wait, on my team, are they actively going to push? By the time I'm taking HP back, I'm going to be able to slam or not, this sort of stuff. Yeah? This is where the awareness, I think, is important. Just understanding of, first, where your team is. Okay, this is a good start. Like, at this point of time, by the way, are you actively scouting, or what your team is doing? Yeah, are you actively scouting, looking around and checking for them, or you just kind of more checking this enemy team?
Mainly looking out for who they're playing and letting my team know. Also where they're going to. So if Echo's distracted, I say Echo's on me, but that's just to let them know that they're not going to be taking a 4v5 if they do end up pushing.
So you do this little bit of scouting information, right? This is okay. Let's maybe increase the quality with it, because it's good. You're looking around, checking, see what's happening on their team, while you also have to check for your team as well, just in case. But
it mainly gives me an understanding of what my limits are. As well.
You just see with this scouting, what is potential
Oh yeah, could
problem we
have
have.
definitely gone for. Oh, sorry, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I just was saying with this here, what seems like a potential problem is that when we scouting, somehow we get noticed. Yeah, you get poked before the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is, how you can prevent this from happening when you're scouting? How can you be more maybe unnoticeable? This sort of stuff, is that even possible? Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, being quiet and not using fire. Well, not using my grapple to
Right.
go into fireball mode. There, I could have just
Sure.
rolled a bit more. There's a way to roll while staying completely silent.
Exactly. This is
Yeah,
what they hear. Right, this fireball. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
it's kind of your first step then all the time. You scout and later you look into setup on this 180. It's just when you do the scout information, this just about the awareness. Yeah, sure, it's good, but just increasing the quality. Being silent, you're
Mhm.
getting close. Okay, let's put it this way. Yeah, when you scout, um, be silent. Okay, and specifically using those moments of downtime then, yeah, where you scout is just mostly when you're behind the wall, when you not gonna be noticed, like here using your sword view. This is good, I think you're doing that. It just seems like being silent is the problem, yeah, so you don't
Yeah,
roll. Okay, and maybe then also look at your team a little bit more as well, so you can make a better decision on should it be rolling in or not. Because here, yeah, you see, like you done all the scouting. Well, sure, you could be less silent, but well, if I know my team is not around, maybe I'm not gonna roll in as soon as possible, like you mentioned here. Yeah, so you can just kind of check
yeah.
for them a little
So
bit more.
I'm thinking. I mean, at the time, I wasn't thinking this. I just noticed I got found out because of my own mistake, and I was like,
Hmm.
well, crap. I may as well try to maintain the 180.
Yeah, yeah,
But
it's just
otherwise, like, if I could have been more silent, and if I was more silent, and I didn't get noticed, I would have just stayed behind them and try to find the best time to boop them somewhere or slam.
right, right. But let's say this happens anyway. Let's say you're being silent, they check for you still, for some reason. They still do.
Okay.
Then what?
Um, I mean, it depends. I think it's like if the whole team is after me, then I just get out.
Yeah.
I can't exactly get to the back there.
Where do you go in this case? Let's say they all, for some reason, they chase you here. Where do you go?
I go back. I go back where I came from.
Can you try to lean towards maintaining 180 angles and kind of split their resources in this way if they go after you? So you don't see, like, with
Wait, I could
what I'm
go high
saying.
ground, no?
You can, yeah. So this is one. You can even go here as an example. So this is the thing about you maintaining flanks. You using HP packs
Uh huh.
and all of this kind of, yeah, flank positions to your advantage. You can even use the enemy spawn sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really important. It's just these things might happen. It's just the question is, because I want to engage at the right time with full resources, how do I live? Well, I can go here and there, but when my team is ready, I have full resources, so it's gonna be fine. So I'm not feeling rushed that I have to go in as soon as possible. No, I can take my time and really invest in getting better position, I think, because now it just feels a little bit rushed. Well, it's understandable because they heard you, but later you'll notice, even though they can hear you, they will still try to scout at the better, higher SR. So it's just the question of what do you
Yeah.
do? So let's say maintain the flank still, try to live. You don't go back, probably just go towards the somewhere HP packs or so. Yeah, like
Gotcha.
mm-hmm. And see, because this is what happens. You get your shields forest when the engagement is not happening. Yeah, you want those shields right when you're fighting with your team. This is really important.
Yeah.
Okay. Just now it becomes difficult. You like, oh wait, I don't have shields and everything. What if I slam? Now it's gonna be harder to make a decision.
Yeah.
Right.
Need to be more disciplined with my abilities. Well, with that one.
Something about the scouting as well is just you checking your team, sure, but you can
Yeah,
even
I did
do
not check my team here.
yeah. I just want to say even before the game starts, you can kind of anticipate what are the big things you play around. If that makes sense, you can just specify and look at your comp and say, okay, maybe starting with the big burst. Yeah, what does a lot of damage on your team, and make sure you slam and grapple around those variables. So you look at your team, what does big burst damage here?
Biggest damage is probably traces just traces damage and Sojourn's railgun.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking, yeah, I'd want to slam, and Sojourn is able to use her rail, and when Tracer has enough blinks and recall to go in on someone.
Exactly. So see, this is about then this awareness as well. Before the game starts, you can even anticipate and just tell yourself, what is the big stuff I play around? If my Surgeon is about to rail, if my Trace is about to engage, I want to slam as well. Makes your decision process much easier, because here, as we can see, the Tracer engages, she's about to one-clip something. I think, well, Surgeon is kind of fighting the Tracer there, so she maybe she's gonna get the rail, but it was like before. Yeah, before here you're, let me see, the Tracer, when the Tracer died. Yeah, she's gonna die right there, but she's about to do this primary fire on somebody. Yeah. So she's going, but you're not there. Yeah. So it's just something for you to understand, to play around. So it makes it easy for you to save resources.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what comp you play. You can play other stuff even with the snipers when you play in the ball.
I think here I end.
It's just desynchronized, a little bit desynchronized at this point. You're gonna die there, yeah? Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, probably. I think I die here.
Your team just needs to stabilize, and yeah, it's fine. I think it's just more about Priest's decisions, kind of the scouting, getting info, right? This is fine. Your team can follow up, you just clear the fight. Okay. So at this point you can try to go deeper, 180 kind of fight the Tracer, sure. Yeah, steal HP pack, fine. Okay, good kill. And so see, like this is the moment.
Sorry, go on. I was gonna say here, I should have just stayed behind cover.
Right. What are you doing at this point?
Like,
how do you? Let's put it this way, because you want to scout. See how it goes usually. You can do the scouting before the setup. So this is what you've been doing with like being unnoticed, especially. Yeah? You look around, check, and then you do the setup. But even after the setup done, you try to do scouting one more time. So this point of time, can we say that you scouting, you have to scout information, you have to gather information before going in? Yeah, is it something you can do, should be doing at this point?
Yeah, like I can stay behind cover and just angle my camera to see what's going on a bit better.
Exactly.
Like we just saw two people were pushing my teammates, but I had no awareness of that.
So just being when you behind the wall, when you taking this cover, you can do that, and it's just the moments of usually when you done something, okay, like after your engagement, maybe you got a kill, or maybe you got your cooldowns forced, when you just basically need to kind of stabilize for whatever reason. So it's just let's say, yeah, I think the most common, got a kill, stabilize, and scout. You have to look around to check. It's kind of, you done all of this here, you done the engagement, so this is where you kill the Tracer. Go back to this step, scout, understand.
But just messed up on the scouting again, I feel.
Yeah,
I mean, I was going left and right.
increasing the quality. You see, like you because you have those steps now, it's gonna make it easy for you. Not gonna feel rushed that you have to be active all the time. Like the biggest problem, and it's just with most players as well, is that they kind of always in this mode of trying to engage, but you forget to do this sometimes. And it's, you know, at the start,
Yeah.
I might feel like you're being a little bit slower with engagements, but it's fine because you're taking your time to implement those habits. It's good to start with being slow, but then later you can build up the speed. Later you
Yeah.
can just try to get more and more information. It's gonna be higher quality, and your setup and engagements, those gonna be faster. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
at this point of time we have to be like behind the wall. Also, yeah, you can
Here
make a
I'm being a bit of a
decision.
numpty, I feel.
Mm-hmm. So like based on this, then later you can make a decision. Okay, let's say you've been scouting. Okay, you maybe want to engage around your resources. Okay, you can keep an eye on those. Just generally speaking. Okay, because you play around the big burst. How you would engage at this point? Let's say you've done your homework, you scout all of this. Maybe you try to play around those big bursts. How do you approach your engagement?
I'm thinking if anybody pushes into my teammates, I can isolate them, and we can get a kill that way. I just need to help my teammates out at the top, Richter and Empty Jisk.
So specifics, yeah, like this engagement there. Then is it helping
Yeah.
these guys to be doing this big burst at this point?
Say that again. Sorry.
Your engagement here with this role on the backline, is that helping this group of people, this Tracer specifically, because she can do big burst? Yeah, is it really like something they can capitalize on then?
I mean, half and half. Like it depends. It depends on the awareness on Moira. I feel like I don't
Mhm.
actually know what the right answer is here, because booping them
Mm.
away, there's definitely benefit to that. But
Mhm.
but should I boop them away and then turn towards the Moira as well? I'm thinking
Mhm.
probably.
Probably, yeah. See, this is where your decision comes. You probably, this is more of a indirect influence, like you help to isolate the Moira, maybe a fighter. There's one solution. Another solution, you go directly and fight this Moira
Mm.
there. Those also might be the case. You can boot people in your team sidelines to make their job easier. So the blinks will not be forced. So blinks are gonna be actually used for proper engagement. For example, the what? Yeah, I think it's this. Maybe even Lucio's abilities as well. So like this slam there is just important. Yeah, like are we getting value, like enough indirect
No, we're not
value
getting value.
direct, yeah. Uh-huh.
Like
So
I could have slammed the Moira.
yeah, I think this is how you can think about it then. Yeah, like at this point it's just maybe you can do this. It's just, are you getting, is there's a big chance of getting a kill? Are you forcing cooldowns where this Moira, like if you force maybe a couple of cooldowns, let's say you force a lot of important stuff, maybe this Moira dies faster. Well, that might be better, but I'm just thinking, you can increase the quality. Well, what that would be, maybe you grapple not this way, maybe you grapple, I don't know, look around, going. I'm not sure how you would approach this. Yeah, like you maybe you go from the left side here somehow if you can make it the rotation. I'm not sure about the mechanic wise how you would do that here, but just you need to figure this out. Probably see how do you enable the swing condition a little bit more, right?
I think literally it's like right at that moment where I boop them away. I should have gone into the building,
Mhm.
or even just get into my tank form. So
Hmm.
I stop the momentum
All right. See this
of my
though.
of my
So
yeah, yeah.
see the engagement after. Yeah, like now again, answering the questions. Can
Not
my
engaged
big
with my
burst do
team.
something? Yeah, like is my big burst kind of actively able to do something at this point, right? You see that? Is it possible for them? Like what are they doing? Yeah, See the tracer there? Sojin is
It's
kind
when
of...
yeah, like there's no my big burst isn't able to do anything.
Right.
Yeah, really.
So what do you do
I
at this point then? What you should be doing?
I should be going back and scouting,
Go back and scout, exactly. You
and
kind of...
then tell my team, hey, I'm gonna slam these guys because this is my cleaner team. But I say, hey, I'm gonna slam. Let's go for this guy, and then we just slam him, and yeah.
Just important to recognize, yeah, those moments of stabilize. Yeah, you done the engagement. Yeah, you don't have your cooldowns. Okay, like no CDs. It's just I think the good. Yeah, I think the good stuff to play around for you is just probably watching. Do you have your shields available? Most of the time, if yes, then you can think about active engagement a little bit more. If no, then you can stabilize. Yeah, so it's just like no. Yeah, let's put it this way. No shields. Stabilize. Okay, it's just doing all this engagement flow all together. Like, you done the engagement now. Okay, stabilize, scout a little bit more, so you don't do this slam. Just roll even further, probably, if you want to do this. And then maybe you also get healed somehow. Well, maybe go towards the Lucio or something, or maybe, yeah, you find the HP back there as well, in addition. Later, you can look for the slam, and you will see your tracer is going to be ready as well. Your surgeon might be ready as well. It's just always with those kind of high pace compositions, your engagements really look like this. You have really high value at the top of the peak, but then you lose a lot of value like here because you have to stabilize. For example, if you look at your tracer, I don't think she... Let me see. She used what? Yeah, she is no blinks, no HP. She can't engage at all. And that's what goes for the most dive compositions. Whenever you run dive, it's either high burst, really a lot of value in the moment, but then you have to stabilize it. You have to take your time. With something like Brawl, for example, it's more stable. You usually going in, yeah, you have value, but you don't lose as much value at the engagement later. You kind of lose value over time. Each engagement is gonna be not as good, if that makes sense, because your resources gonna wear out, like your shields, maybe even more heals, so it's just like you kind of, let's say you do the engagement later, okay, it's lower quality, and then you have even less resources, okay, engage one more time, lower quality, you have to stabilize at this point as well. But with the dive, it's just glass cannon. You in, out, in, out. But here with the ball, you constantly in. You have to stabilize. You have to find the time.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what kills you. 7 HP. Oof.
Yeah, way too lucky. I should have died.
And you see, now you're stabilizing. You see what your team is about to do at this point of time. They have their resources. They're fighting.
Yeah.
But you're out, right? Imagine if you use this time to stabilize as well. And you engage right in on somebody with the beat as well. You guys been stabilizing, yeah? Using this perfect time. Okay.
I really I like this a lot, by the way. Like, I'm not saying much, but a lot of the awareness is just I just need to stabilize, yeah, and just scout.
Yeah.
Legit, that's it. And just look at my cooldowns rather than constantly going for the damage and ult charge. I don't. That's not as important as
right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of advice out there where they say do damage all the time, right?
Yeah, it's just not true.
Yeah. There's a lot of specifics, a lot of niche things like that. You definitely it's good advice overall, just especially for average players. But whenever you're looking at especially at your play, it's important to recognize when you're actually stabilizing. Yeah, you giving yourself more chances to actually do something this way too. You by not participating in the fight sometimes, but you recognizing when to do that. Yeah, it's just you watching, playing around those big cooldowns, you playing around the big burst, like we mentioned. You are scouting in a better way, not overexposing yourself, so this will not get your shields forced as well. I think shields is quite a big one, because whenever you dive in, you get benefit out of the amount of people you surrounded with. That's really important.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
just being more patient. Well, it's not just patient. It's a lot more than that, of course. But
Hmm.
just giving myself more chances to do something by stabilizing
Exactly. Exactly.
will just increase the quality of my gameplay in multiple aspects.
So now the fight is over. How you want to approach the scouting? What do you think? Like, where can you stay? First of all,
I
what do you
mean,
scout for? Mm.
on the left wall there, I'd probably get found out pretty quickly if they push up. But by the time they push up, they're close. Probably just the left wall, or even yeah, just from where I am, I guess. I just need to scout, like, just hug the wall and move my camera.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's say you stay here at this left wall.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you know the information. What do you do based on that information? Like, again, remember, we want to engage around what? You want to engage around what kind of stuff?
Around my team,
Uh, what specifically?
the um, I don't know. Cause okay,
What does
I'm
the most
thinking ability
pressure?
usage.
Right. Yeah.
What are the most?
Exactly.
Yeah, like what they have. But I'm also thinking here. You know, I'm not thinking much in this gameplay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just we can think now. Yeah. So you can
Yeah, like for now, I'm thinking
solve
boop
this
someone
later.
in.
Right. Right. So in
Yeah.
what location you should be doing that? In what area?
Um, like booping someone into my team so they die.
Yeah. 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 Right. So they die.
From
They die from
Oh, so
what?
then it would
First of all.
be better to. Sorry.
Yeah. It's just I wanna you wanna understand what the enemy team gonna die from as well. What are the cooldowns you play around, as you mentioned? On your team,
Um.
what are those? What those been so far?
What do you mean? Like, what are the cooldowns I play around? Like what cooldowns I should be aware of from the enemy team,
No, no,
or
no. Your team, your team.
um. Oh, Sojourn's got to build up rail.
Right.
Got to make sure that Tracer has her abilities as well.
Okay. Okay. So you engage in around big bursts of tracers and surgeon, right? So where should you
Yeah.
engage then, and in what area?
I feel like my initial thinking was wrong, and I should be a bit further behind with my positioning, and then I
Mhm.
can boop someone in.
And in what area? In this here, in the blue. What do you think?
Um, I'm not sure. Like I'm thinking legit. Like I'm just thinking, I boop someone in that room, I slam them,
Right.
um, and we'll be able to burst them down very very easily. But where I'm scouting from isn't the best position.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
scouting from the other stairs,
Yeah.
just a bit further behind,
Mm.
or even not there, but like
You can
oh
get there. It's possible, but it's gonna be like this
yeah,
one.
not
This
from
one is
there, not
harder.
from there. I mean, you see the stairs that I'm on?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the one below that,
Yeah, yeah,
over
yeah. You
there.
can do this. Yeah, this is better. I
Yeah,
think. Sure, sure. This is better. So you'll not get bursted before the fight. Yeah, maybe using inside the room as well. But yeah, sure. This one, and then suddenly the engagement is gonna be better. Remember, you play around, you synchronize the pressure around the big burst. Suddenly you will not do this because your big burst is there. Your big burst can't do anything at this point of time. Well, maybe if you roll, so you communicate this, guys. Let's speak out. Then this is
I think
decent.
here I'm baiting out cooldowns.
Yeah. Just kind of like feel see a little bit. You want to probably let these guys in a little bit more based on where your burst been so far. Yeah, they've been inside the room. I don't think it's the best place for probably something like surgeon to be at. But again, maybe if you play with them, you know those players. If you can communicate that, just where you looking to engage, because engaging around the big burst. setting up this area, yeah, like let's say maybe surgeon is there, suddenly you maybe also do better setup or hide around the stairs, enemy team is in, they may be in this yellow area more open where your burst can do more, then you stun them there and you use all your shields, suddenly it's so much easier. Now you done all this engagement, your burst was not able to do much, for example, so yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Like all of this now, yeah, it's just really, it's tough, I think.
Yeah, immediately we're like, get out, guys.
Right. You see, like, your big burst was not able to do much. This is what seems like just knowing the exact area they can do more. Yeah, maybe trying to bait the enemy in this area before doing something, I think. Yeah, not rolling too early. Does it make sense?
That room wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm. So same kind of thing. You just do the scouting. Okay, you can understand where your team is set up, your big burst, where there's guys are set up. Engage based on that, so you can enable it. Yeah, just stop in the point, sure. It's just So first off, I definitely think you should take advantage of the flanks there still, right? It's just the how do you approach the engagement so your big burst can do more? Well, of course, there's a Kitsune. Maybe you can cut it.
Yeah. Well, I was mainly worried about the Kitsune. I didn't want to get rushed and die because I mess up some movement thing. I didn't want to risk it. But I think there, as soon as they're on the stairs, like it's totally okay for me to cut.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first
Bastion's out of form.
Yeah. So you want to go in their backline once the Kitsune is out? That's what you're saying, or you still want to go over after this guys?
Like Kitsune's been out for a while, so I'm thinking it's totally okay for me to cut through while Kitsune is still there, because by the time I actually like properly harass them from the back, Kitsune is going to be gone. But that concerns me about. Well, actually, I was getting concerned about where. Actually, Kiri TP'd.
In what area you should be fighting so you enable your big burst on the team?
Okay, yeah, it's around the Bastion area.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're on high ground.
This can be one solution. Yeah, you can maybe do what? Probably slam, right? You do kind of similar. Okay. So your big burst, for example, Rail can do something more. Tracer based on her setup as well. Not the pass position. I think. Oh, you don't want to be stacked ideally with them on take angle control, even though there's a Kitsune, maybe invest time or take angles, but still you want to fight around big burst. This is one group. Okay, let's say you want to approach this group. Sure, maybe you go after them, but how you need to approach it so your surgeon and tracer, it's gonna be easier for them to do stuff. Because if you stand behind the wall, they can see it, right? What can you do potentially then?
Boop them in.
Boop them in. Simply, yeah. So this kind of stuff, this is what you have to be aware of. If you're constantly aware of how do I enable this big burst, it makes it easier for you. And there is no one solution. Really, there's no one solution what to do. It's not just go after them or like go after this group. I think most of this is possible. Maybe leaning towards because you have Rail ultimate. This is better because this is an open long sightline. So why not? It's easier to surround as well from multiple angles in a way. And Quinn is kind of anti-dive at this point as well because of the knife. So might be a little bit complicated to go after this guys. This here it's more stationary, easier to execute on stationary targets like that with less HP pool too. So yeah, makes more sense I think going after this. But this group and that group is also possible.
I feel like generally. My awareness isn't. I think my awareness is more misguided, if anything. Like I just need to. I just need to change what I'm focused on, because a lot of like that slam I did
Yeah.
wasn't
Definitely.
wasn't it wasn't good. It was mainly, oh, I want ult charge. That's
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. So now it can be both. You can do I want the ult charge, but I also want to enable something. Yeah, maybe. For
Yeah.
example, yeah, this is gonna be much better play. So that's how you can think, because you use a tank, you absorbing the enemy's attention, you trying to just make sure the cooldowns are getting forced on the enemy team, and while your team can do something with theirs. It's a good start. Just playing around your big things. Yeah, maybe let's see. There's a random moments again. Okay, so you guys. First of all, you need to take. It's a bit too frontline, but it can work if your big burst can do something. You can kind of do this little bit of a cheating in a way, because you have your own ultimate you can pass through. My question is, can your big burst do something at this point of time when you do this, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, can you be doing anything else to enable your big burst potential a little bit more, instead of staying
Wait
up
for
on
them
this high ground?
to, yeah, wait for them to, like, where that robot is, wait for them to get in front of that robot, you know, near the bus, and then ult slam there.
Sure. What
And
about your
that way,
position? Do you still maintain this high ground then? Can you go anywhere else?
um, like myself,
Yeah.
um, I guess I could go. I mean, I don't actually know.
Can you go around doing this rotation?
Oh yeah, true, true.
So see,
Yeah, I
you,
mean,
you totally have time, right? It's just before the fight starts. You just standing there still, right? For
yeah, true,
example.
yeah.
So it's just important. You maybe you can do those kind of plays where it's kind of, because you have big ultimate, as I mentioned, you have bigger advantage. You can engage straight from the front line. It's just the question is, are we also able to get better map control? Yeah, now with ultimates and all of that, you ignoring map control, sure, that can work, but it's just you could also set up good map control and do ultimate as well. It's just remember this kind of more flanky-ish, going around all this stuff. I think it's valuable. All you have to check is probably the Sombra, just making sure you actively scout that if she's on the angle. So be careful. Yeah, this is where you have to be silent and all of that. Yeah, be ready. But then once these guys are here, you can engage maybe from the back. It's gonna be fine. Maybe you can sneak around even here. Yeah, let's say, okay, I'm sneaking around this wall. Even this is better. So you force out some attention and you boop enemy in your team's burst. So it's gonna be easier for them. Obviously, there's a sleep dart as well. You have to play around it too. But yeah. It's just this
Like,
this
this
is
wasn't the best.
this like, yeah, it's okay-ish, but you have to burn a lot of cooldowns because of the you don't have good map control on your team. Obviously, it's not only about you; it's also about like what your team do. Yeah, you ideally
Yeah.
take angles, fight. Okay, if you don't have time to take angles for whatever reason, maybe you can do this little bit of cheating and just use ultimate rush in. Possible, but could be possible to set up better map control as well. All
Yeah,
right.
got you.
So maybe just one more example about here. Huh. Okay.
I need to stop doing that. I fail that every single time.
Okay. This can work. Kind of booping this Sombra in. You force out the recall. Right. There's a queen. Slam this guy. It's also okay-ish, right? You have the advantage, so why not? You kind of go for more frontline in that slam, sure. Now it's over. Nice. Okay. And when the fight is over, you repeat the cycle, and it's just doing the little bit of scouting. And even in the middle of the fight, actually, you can do this. It's just, see, let's maybe go back a little, especially when you use your shields. Okay, when your shields are over, you can think, okay, like I done this. I don't have shields. this is the moment of time you do a little bit of scouting as well. You using the downtime whenever
Mm-hmm.
whenever you don't have the cooldown, whenever you done your engagement. It's even in the middle of the fight. It's still possible to do. Okay, I scout what's going on, where the enemies are, where's my big burst. Based on that, I can make a decision. Yeah, maybe suddenly because you're scouting more carefully, you would make a decision to go with your trace on the bastion. Maybe maybe not. Maybe you want to go after these guys as well. But it would be better decision coming from what direction. Let's say you would be patient here. You want to go after this group. What direction you want to choose? What direction it can come from to make it better? Instead of it
Uh,
being kind of straight engaged there, maybe. Can you come like this way, for example? Kind of less linear.
I mean, I could. Looking at my tracer, I'm thinking maybe Bastion's a good idea. You said,
Mhm.
but I mean, I didn't. I don't know what. I don't know if Bastion is in turret form or not.
Right, but can you?
Then again, but like, you know,
Mhm.
that's like that's a cheeky free kill, but it puts my team in danger. So
Mm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I could go around and get a slam.
But this is the point of your team. You play once you understand what you play around. What is the stuff you play around? You play around your trace engage and surgeon engage. If you
Yeah,
surgeon engaging here, okay, sure, it's possible. But then enable the surgeon more. Well, actually, maybe it's not too bad if you roll through this way. You move the enemy away from your surgeon so she can do more burst. Yeah, yeah, I think it. Why? Yeah, sure. Why not? It's just constantly but you have to do this. You have to take your time and answer the question, what I'm enabling at this point of time constantly. Yeah, am I enabling the tracer or enabling the surgeon? Then I can be hacked here. Yeah, I can just maybe take my time, well, maybe even rolling through here, but then slamming, kind of booping them in this direction a little bit. It's fine. Maybe if you want to do the engagement from here, well, also works, but it's gonna be, I think, harder because they see you. Yeah, even though you're enabling the surgeon's railgun, long range damage, it's just easier for you to kind of come from around somewhere.
yeah.
It's just constantly want to see what you're enabling. You go for the kill on the bastion, makes sense. You enable the surgeon, makes sense. Just take this time when you're behind the wall and scout the info. Right. Okay, I
Sorry
think we
for the
mentioned quite a lot.
lack of like communication from my end. I'm making notes in the other document. It's
Mm.
mainly me trying to filter through
Yeah.
yeah,
So also gonna send my notes later as well, so it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of info already. Well, what we can do potentially, I can try to implement some of this. Maybe if you want to do quick game or something, we can try to implement it.
Yeah, I could do. Is it okay if we look at one more replay code? It's a
If you
4 minute
want,
one.
yeah,
We win. I just want to know if it's more of a team diff or if it's just because we were able to better implement it.
yeah,
Because that
sure,
was one of the earlier games.
yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's look at another one. So I'll just do quick, kind of small summary on this one so far. With and you initial scouting, okay, initial scouting, you want to be silent, okay. You want to check your team, play around big burst. You can anticipate this before the fight.
Sure.
You let's say where, okay, so this is like when you scout, but where you scout is just when you have this downtime, when you behind the wall. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't want to take the poke, just kind of sit there. I think it's gonna be fine. So this one as well. Okay, and when you're setting up, okay, when you're setting up, you're maintaining flanks by using your HP packs and use flanks, even though let's say you got scouted, okay, you try to just live, yeah, you try to live on the flank, but then engage later once most of your team is ready, especially a burst, like you mentioned. Yeah, that was the point of scouting in the start. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
totally do that. Okay, so it's this as well. Okay, setup, scouting, kind of knowing this engagement flow, yeah, a little bit more. It's just scout, setup, and then scout one more time. So right after you done the setup, you can scout one more time, check, okay, what is going on there, engage, stabilizing right after the engagement as well. When you got a kill, stabilize scout. When you don't have cooldowns, you also stabilize and scout as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just stabilizes right after the each engagement. You do that, yeah, in a way. Okay, yeah, let's look at the replay.
I think this one was a lot more rushy. I think it was mainly a bit of a team diff. So this might not be very useful to look at, but we'll see.
Oh, it's still a 0-1 too. Let's see.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay. Oh, so okay. It's gonna be similar. Let's see. Are you gonna be sneaky here? Yeah. So you you're not rolling through here. Nice. Taking your time and scout. Now they can notice you. Important. And then, what are the things you play around here? Well, it's similar. Yeah, it's similar. You
My
play around
Tracer.
Tracer, yeah, and this Sojourn.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what you're trying to synchronize your pressure around. Ideally, you want to do both. Okay. So you go for this slam. Can your Sojourn be active? Well, seems like, yeah, sure, in a way. Yeah? She can capitalize on of it. She can shoot this shoot this Moira. So this is better engagement, I think. Alright. Executed really well. Go on Ana. You isolate the Surgeon. You get hacked, but it's okay. You still win the fight. Was good. Was good overall.
Yeah, I think it was it was a lot better.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure.
You can see it. Yeah. So much cleaner.
Can we watch that? Can we watch that double beep on the Sojourn? I don't know how I got that double beep.
Yeah, sure, if you want. Just right after here. Yeah. I'm sorry,
Oh,
it's just like mechanically. She rolled away. Yeah, you're still in the ball form. You're still in the fire form, so it works.
Yeah,
this way.
there's three different ways to double boop. There's like a strafe boop. There's like the normal, you know, you hold S and then you go forward again. But then there's also a boop where you can, like, if you lose line of sight, you can boop again.
Right. What do you think about this engagement there?
Ult charge probably.
Ult charge. Is it reasonable? What are you enabling at this point of time?
Not much. Pretty much nothing.
It's just the question. I mean, maybe you can go for the ult charge like this. It's just the question is, are you gonna be able to engage properly when your team is ready? If you do this, if not, then
yeah,
you
that's the
shouldn't
main
go.
thing. Like, I shouldn't. Yeah.
Because if not, let's say your team, they're really far back for whatever reason, they're taking their time to set up, you can go for this. But by the time they engage, maybe you get your cooldowns back, that's gonna be fine. But here...
Did I use my E as well? I did use my E as well.
Yeah. But see, this is the time where you probably set up the engagement around the Tracer and Rail, gone really soon, and you have 12 seconds on your cooldown, but you're about to roll in. Why? Because the Tracer is ready, your Surgeon is ready, but you don't have your shield. This is what scares me. You want to have this. You can do this type of ult charge though. It's just important to mention all of this. At this point. Yeah, this is a good boop as well. You boop the this guy in your Tracer sidelines. You just need the shields though, right? Okay, you done the engagement, you need to stabilize, so you got a kill, usually look to stabilize a little. Yes, it might be fluid.
I think I engage here again instead of stabilizing and scouting.
It's, you know, it's not a bad thing if you engage right away, but if you confirming that you stabilize and you scout in this point of time, the more you do it, the faster you're gonna be. So let's say you're done the scouting and then you engage, that's reasonable. If you just engage no matter what without the scouting, then this is what's bad about it, yeah? If you don't know exactly, yeah, what's going on, yeah, my team is ready, if not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see, like, you invest a little bit extra second, maybe it's gonna be easier for you to put up the more pressure around all of these guys. I think they burned their cooldowns as well, probably. Yeah, like the recall, because
Yeah.
you got the kill there. So it's just more important there to wait. Maybe you're not exactly not doing anything. It's okay. You engage late, a little bit earlier. It's just making sure you know all this information, making sure you scout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Hard.
So
I think actually my team does well here, and I'm the one that ends up with the most deaths. Yeah,
But
like two people in my team, they get
it,
0
it's
deaths.
just because of the constant urge to going.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it is.
take time, take your time to stabilize a little. The more you do it, the faster you're gonna be at also reading the information, making it easy. Maybe when you stabilize, when you read the field, maybe you make a decision to go on the better angle. Maybe you take HP back, stuff like that. All of that helps. Okay. Yeah. This is fine. You can easily kill that, and they just, I don't know, they overpushed there. You have big advantage, so you can roll through kind of more frontline. Engage at this point. Your team is also able to follow up using Coalescence. Okay. You can stabilize.
Yeah.
Right.
That's yeah. I lose my ult.
And you see, okay, so
I saw it as well, and I risked it.
So first of all, you're scouting. Okay, you're scouting, engaging around your burst. Okay, let's say you know all this info here. How you would approach it? How you would approach your engagement? Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not engage.
Yeah, not right away. I mean, you know, some hacking me messed me up. Now I'm thinking probably wait. Just wait a bit. I don't know.
Okay, you wait a bit. Okay, until what? Until they on the bridge.
Until they reach that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. I guess.
Then I can get a good slam and at least like over there. It's like way too far. My teammates aren't able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's playing around the cooldowns for a second. Read a long sideline. Whenever you use long sideline, enemies will punish you right away. Spear.
Yeah.
Hack. They see the engagement. It's a linear engagement.
Yeah, they see it a mile away.
You disadvantage as well. It's not like if you have an advantage, well, maybe go for it. Maybe it's fine. But usually, if you don't, take your time, set up better angles. Maybe you can just wait, sure, but why not even look for something like roll around the map somewhere and set up at a better space? Yeah, like the stairs, for example, like I mentioned before on the previous.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
For example, so you just taking your time, okay? You're stabilizing, and then once your burst is ready, you do the same thing. You just, suddenly. Although this will not happen to you. Or if it will, your team can actually capitalize on it. Maybe they can beat and continue the engagement, stuff like that. It's just really way too early, yeah? So it's kind of using for engagement as well. When you...
You know, that's a pretty common mistake I make. My friends pointed out, and you know, it's just it's a difficult figuring out whether something is. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But
it's okay.
From that perspective, it's probably like, oh, this guy's going in again. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very empty.
It's just for us the active thing to think about is first, how do you scout, get information? Based on that, it's easier for you to make or not make these decisions, right? This
Yeah.
second position wise, you avoid long sideline, you use short sidelines, so you're not gonna get noticed. It's gonna be less linear. Right. So it's just positionally this. Use short sidelines. It's the same as before, as we mentioned, in maintaining flank control, all of that. You just maybe you I think you're much better doing it before the fight, especially. You're not getting noticed as much. You're going for around the map more. This is nice. Just in the middle of the action too. Yeah, like this is kind of the middle of the action while you're about to fight. Make sure that shorter rotations as well. This is not. This is really
Yeah.
open. This is really low rotation. Really easy to notice. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
let's see. This is fine. Your Tracer is ready to follow up. Big Burst is ready. Makes it easy. Again, doesn't matter what composition you're on. They can always figure this out. What are the big things you play around? If it's sniper, I can play around the big burst on just primary shot. Make sure I enable my snipers. If I play around something like Echo, maybe I enable her beam, bombs, everything. So all the time something. Unless you really confident you're gonna get a kill, I think. If you do, then you can go after this whenever. Right. Right. That's alright. You play around the Tracer there, yeah. Just get out at this point. Yeah, you don't have shields. You want to be careful. Yeah, well, you have big advantage,
True.
so it's alright. You just be careful, yeah. Just like at this point, yeah, you don't want to be stuck around this rock like it. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, well, I think that's it. You win the fight there, so I watched it. I think it's kind of a little bit of similar stuff, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Any questions maybe?
Let me go over my notes again.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Thank you. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So, actually, never mind. I was going to ask if how can we really minimize the amount of words to get the same. Like you know how we said control 180 positions and be patient. That was obviously it was a lot deeper than that, but that
Right.
did the job. So like what are some few words? I think it's just scout setup, right?
Right. You
Yeah,
have to do
scout setup, scout engage,
scouting.
stabilize.
Exactly. Scouting before the setup, before the engagement, and after the engagement, you repeat the cycle. But you kind of keep an eye on. It's just when this engagement flow is over, you stabilize. That's a big step. Sometimes you don't stabilize, and sometimes you forget to scout. The quality of initial scout, right? That was being silent, a little bit of that, but I think it's mostly those two steps here. So you see, okay, there's a little bit. Ignore the notes here. It's just setup, scout, scout this. You have to pay attention to this a little bit more before the engagement, and when you're stabilizing right after, the most attention on that, I think, because sometimes you don't
Yeah.
have cooldowns, you're not stabilized. Okay, you screwed. You don't have bubbles, the shields, for example, or when you're setting up, you done the setup, but you kind of have the urge to constantly engage, and your team is not ready with you. It just becomes difficult. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've not got any questions. I can start streaming if you'd like.
Yeah. We can do a game. We have time. Let's do that. I think. Let me just update the permissions here, and you should be. Actually, can you try to check? Are you able to screen share now? It's just the permissions been weird.
No,
Just
I'm
allow me.
unable to.
Oh, okay. Now,
Like
now we should.
it says I'm able to, but it
Yeah.
doesn't allow me. Yeah.
Right. Try to do it
Usually
now.
when you don't have permissions, it doesn't let you at all.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we
Now you
go.
should.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Give me a moment. Let me clean my desk up. Should go for quick play again.
If you want, sure. If you feel like you're warmed up, you can do competitive.
I haven't warmed up at all today,
Then do
so
quick play.
yeah.
It's fine. Okay, let's focus playing around the big burst. Playing around the big stuff on your team. Make sure you actively engage in most of the time based on that. Of course, the exceptions, like if you get a kill, sure, you can go whenever. Oh, let me see.
Oh, well, sorry.
The stream is lagging a little bit for some reason. Not sure why.
Advisory 72030.
Mm, 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 mm.
Does it
Maybe
help
try.
if you end your stream?
Yeah, I did. It just says that your stream, the stream you're viewing currently has reduced quality. It's just something. Might be server, might be not. Can you try to decrease the quality? Maybe that's gonna work.
It's on 720, so I'd have to decrease the FPS.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm not sure.
Decrease the FPS. Maybe let's just check this out if it's gonna be
Yep.
better.
I'll do that right now. Is it better?
Let me change the server real quick. 1 second.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just change the server just in case as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's better. It's just for some reason the Discord maybe does it. Yeah, it's better. It's not showing that your stream has reduced quality anymore.
Yeah, it might have been the server then.
Yeah, it happens
Like
sometimes.
I'm on campus Ethernet, so because I live at uni right now, and it's gigabit, and it shouldn't really have any issues. But you know how
Yeah, it's
Discord
the
is. You know
server.
how Discord is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the servers all the time, to be honest.
Literally.
Most of the time.
You can have perfect everything, and it's still a struggle.
Right. Okay.
When I'm playing with a brawl team and a brawly team or a pokey team, then it's a lot more about the booping them in, isn't it? Like still, like slamming
Yeah.
at the right times, of course. And
Yeah. If you play with a brawl team, whooping them so your short sidelines can do more. If you play with the poke, it's actually the other way around. You want to boop them out, but you do it in their open sidelines, in your open sidelines teammates. Yeah. It's just this variety of playstyles now. When you know, oh, this is actually the good. Yeah, you actually have 2 poke members now. Let's say you. What DPS are gonna get? If it's just a long range DPS, then yeah, you're gonna be doing more. It's fine. The tracer, but you always understand the main direction of your comp. For now, it seems like you lean towards the poke. Well, let's see the second DPS. That will be the
person's fucking me.
If you're gonna have the long range DPS, it's instantly you're leaning towards the more poke oriented. If not, then. But yeah, what are the big cooldowns you play around here, actually? Okay, it's more divey now.
Okay, yeah.
So what is the big stuff you play around? Maybe 2-3 cooldowns.
Dash and Genji's right click, even though that's not more. That's
yeah. Just simplify. Yeah, you play around the dash, tracer, maybe nade as well of Yana. Let's do that.
Oh god.
So make sure you engage when one of those, or like most of those, can be with you. Scout for your cooldowns.
Sure.
Okay, see the Genji's on the main. Your Ana is dead already. Tracer is dead. Right.
Oh god.
Just try to live. Right. Yep. It's fine. It's fine.
Just to get my shield back.
Right.
I mean, I could try and boop him off. That's what I'm thinking now, but I don't know how I can do that comfortably.
Yeah, just make sure consistently trying to enable. I think one of these big burst conditions. This map is tricky, I think, for the ball, right? It's just like you getting stuck a lot. But that's fine. I believe we can figure this out, like a true Overwatch League player.
That's a bad habit I have, using my E.
Scout and check if your burst is ready. You can maybe tell yourself, even out loud, by the way, when you're gonna play without me or something, you can say, okay, like something is ready, and maybe like Tracer's ready or Genji's ready, I'm engaging, based on that. So you form this habit. Okay, you go on the Widow, who's ready? Well, maybe you get a kill no matter what, but see who is ready on your team.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If not, if you engage in no matter what, then you're confident you get a kill. I don't think you get a kill on the Widow because of the brig. So make sure your something is ready. Right. Yeah. Yeah, this.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's fine. That was good. Was a good attempt. Okay, your trace is in the backline. Right, well. Constantly checking this, yeah, see. It might feel a
Who
little
are
bit...
they dying to? The Tracer.
That...
I need a peel for them.
It's okay, it's okay. Just play around the big burst continuously. Staying more proactive is always better, don't worry. It's just...
Okay.
If you're confident in get a kill on somebody, sure, you can peel, but if not, play around the Tracer's Genji or a nade engage. Who you play around there? Tracer, right? Genji as well. You can go on the Widow. Right. Makes it easier. Easy. Nice. Now Tracer engaged, Tracer died, killed 2. Good. Where's your Genji?
What is this?
Alright.
What is this, man?
Just as said. But see, like, that was really good, I think. The engagement was around the Genji's blade and the Tracers as well. Like, you really synchronized there, to be honest. It's just what does the most pressure, like, yeah, wins you the map, potentially. Okay, yo.
Okay, they're over here. Yeah.
And you see your constant check. Okay, my trace is to the left, no recall. Genji's up. And based on that, you make a decision. Who to go for. Who to enable.
Oh, God.
I think you need to somehow get in the back, to be honest. It's like really tough for you. Yeah, yeah. Like, you can even leverage their spawn to your advantage. Well, Trace is gonna mark you, but... It's just somehow... Oh, well, you can't. Well, try to... Nah, the break...
Now follow me.
Okay, we have
Wait, we have
AFKs.
AFKs? Oh, we do.
It's quick play, the usual. What are you playing around there? Be careful.
Nothing. I feel like I should get into another game.
It's fine, don't worry. Now this is we just form in the habit. We don't care. Like if we win or lose, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lean Addict, 69.
Okay. And you can watch. What do you play around? Yeah. Are you getting a solo kill or you play around the big burst? This is always the question. You can maybe get a solo kill on the Ash.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh
Oh my God, my
fine.
mechanics suck, bro.
There's no warm
Fucking
up.
hell, man.
No warm up. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck. I'm dead.
Okay, you have time for
Jesus
maybe
Christ.
to touch the card.
I don't think so. This guy is AFK too.
He's meditating on this rock there. Okay. Okay, you can get another game. Yeah, meditation.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I mean, you kind of have to when you have Lean Addict 69.
It's true, okay.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, so fast, nice. Yeah, but similar stuff. Just start with the Trakin 2-3 cooldowns. It's always comfortable this way. Mm-hmm.
Go Anna, Hanzo. Give me a moment. I'm gonna move this over here. What happens when I do this? Oh, unfortunate. Okay. What do we have? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
what is that big burst you play around here?
Hanzo Z,
So-
Genji's Dash, and
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the This is weirdly more. I don't know. I want to say it's weirdly more brawly, but it's not.
It's
At the same
kind
time.
of hybrid at this point, but you know, it's just you
Yeah.
lean towards the. I think it's slightly more shorter range oriented based on what I see, but yeah, make sure you engage.
What the fuck?
Okay, this is.
I didn't think Kiri was gonna use her TP.
So make sure you engage around this Hansa's burst or dash, and you're good. For now, you can also engage around AOE, like your Ana. It's one of the things you can anticipate as well.
Kiri's on.
Mm-hmm. So see, you can even anticipate the quality of sightlines where you engage. It's constantly open sightlines based on your team.
Yeah.
Constantly open areas. So that most of this engagement has been fine, I think, because of it.
Oh. Okay, I gotta get out. Okay, I do not know this map very well.
Mm-hmm, that's okay. It just kind of seems a little bit too deep at that point. That's alright.
Yeah.
You can kind of set up the engagements around the arena. I think it's just you probably roll through the left side, so you move the enemy and your Genjis and Hanzos. If they play right.
Okay, that's where they are.
See, they can engage on the point. That's fine. Good. Try to get the immersive first. This is good as well. Dash on the Genji, yeah. You followed on that.
Okay.
Very good, right?
I shouldn't have used my E there.
You know, this type of E here, this is what I'm saying. Before the fight, if you can get it back, this is good. Like, you can get it back totally at this point of time. So that E was good. You see, you have it now when when the fight is about to start. So it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. So you can engage just Sombra. Right.
I don't know about that E.
She missed out. You can kill her. I think using the E to confirm the kill sometimes can be valuable. It's just you had your ultimate set. Well, this is fine, I think. I think confirming the kill with E is not as bad. Usually, it's alright. It's just in the cases when you know you can get a kill, but you got forced to use your E. Like an example was Echo in our first replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not the best, obviously. Here versus the Sombra, when she messed up like that, well, might be reasonable.
This is interesting because I have to like rethink the way that I play.
That's okay. Takes time.
Very.
Right. What do you engage around? Check your Hanzo, Genji, where they are. Yeah, you have to. You have to, and then engage based on that, yeah? You take less linear, ideally, if possible. Try to boot them in your Hanzo sidelines, maybe, as well. Slam as well, yeah. This is good. Your Hanzo can headshot this, right? Right.
Oh, shit.
At this point, you stabilize. You can kill this. Oh, maybe not. Okay. It's just the brick went to peel. It's okay. It's okay. Just if she's isolated, I think you can be confident taking the duel, even with versus her. If she's alone, that's fine. If she get impaled, then you can leave.
Yeah.
Alright, get better map control as well a little, so it's just...
Oh shit, true.
Exactly, so you're not engaging from front, right? Sombra,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine, Okay. You get bottom up control, but check for Sombra. It's fine. She's gonna do it all the time. She will expect you on the flank. So where's your big burst? It's on open areas. Make sure you slam on open. Right? So your Hanzo gets killed. Okay, your Hanzo is dead. Maybe still. Well, you have to dodge the point. Oh no. It's okay. Almost made it. Just live, yeah. Stabilize, live. Get your shields back. You get bottom up control, but check for Sombra. And you're gonna be good. She's behind you. I heard her. They're coming this way. I think they're gonna scout you. They know that you're there. Just get a little bit of a position where they're not. Yeah, it's not as easy for them. Yeah, like this here. Sombra might come, but you can check. Just expect her either this doorway or to the right of you is behind. Yeah. Yeah, Sombra is not with you, so. Right.
What is my what?
Nice. You forced out the recall. I mean the translocator. Again. Easy kill, maybe. She's behind you. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. I really want to ult at some point.
You can try to do it again around your team's resources. See, like now you can do that, yeah? So stabilize, disengage, right? Maybe get Baby Diva actually. Oh, really close.
Unfortunate. I mean, I'm very slow today.
It's okay. We're just playing around the big burst, right? Watch the Anzo, watch the Genjis still.
What is that?
Genji's in, going as well. Help him out.
I was going to ult, but it wouldn't have been necessary.
See, another thing which is important to track. What are the ultimates you guys have on your team? And now you don't have anything, but just in general, it's also kind of big thing to play around. Whenever you know. You have Dragon, now maybe you can act differently. Yeah, just you're really close, but potentially.
I could ult this, no?
Yeah, of course. Just make sure the big burst can be like Genji's engaging. Actually, you have to help him.
I can't even.
Just find the target you're going after.
Can't even.
Just I think like with this, a little bit earlier at this point. Notice the commitment. You saw the Genji dashing in towards the right top, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of your stuff you can maybe play around as well. You see the commitment, yeah? What does the big burst? Is dash, maybe it's the storm arrow. Okay, you see them being active with the cooldowns. You can think about being more active as well, yeah? At least scouting. Can I do something?
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to usually initiate first. Yeah, see like if you can initiate first. But see, once abilities are in range to do something. Okay, Hanzo is ready. Genji is ready. Now look to engage. Right? That's how you do it. Yeah. See the dash there? You execute the brick. Yeah. And after this, you have to stabilize. Be careful. Yeah. When shields are over, you kind of stabilize. But you repeat. Genji is ready. Hanzo is ready. You go. Right, check and see, go. Right. It's alright, they use visor.
I feel like I should have gone for the. Okay.
Well. Nice. Stabilize.
I feel like in any normal game, that diva gets peeled for.
Yeah, well. Oh, nice. What's nice opportunity? Well. Nice attempt there. Same thing, get bottom up control, Genji is ready, Hanzo is ready, and go.
Ah, shit, yep.
Try. Right. Okay.
My
See you
focus
there,
is
ready?
really fucked today.
Don't worry. This is good engage right there. Nice. I think you win this. You done really good boop on the backline. This is good ultimate as well. Now shields are over. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize a little. You can check for kill opportunities, but it's just make sure, yeah. Like when you're stabilizing, you're leaning towards the defense, kind of. All right. Uh-huh. Right.
Okay.
Maybe kill the brick. That's okay. I think this overall, all this game has been a good example so far. Like, what do you want to do? Yeah. So, if now you
Yeah.
when you have an idea what you practice, yeah, how you practice it, you can just do it later by yourself, and it's gonna be easier. One more thing to add though, so we kind of been only actively looking at the big burst, which is a good start. I think you can definitely play around that. I think there've been a lot of times when engaging, when Genji is ready, Hans is ready, it's like easier for you to get a kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're not.
definitely need to put a lot of games and
Yeah.
try to get that change. It feels like there's a lot to keep track of in my mind, and sometimes it gets too much.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. So when you're gonna be working all this, work on one thing at a time. Reader, work on one thing at a time. Put your focus on just maybe at the start at scouting big bursts. Okay, do that. Just play around that later. Maybe put more emphasis on stabilizing, because this also sometimes you have the problems with, yeah, when we engaging, like I mentioned, you down the scouting, sure, you play around the big burst, but then we kind of forget to stabilize and we die. Yeah? But doing all this
yeah.
together, once you're able to, it's gonna be really nice. Just one thing at a time. We can, by the way, yeah, we'll talk about, maybe let's see how all of this is gonna be first, but then maybe later we can talk about something what's called interleaf practice. It's just for us, yeah, we can do that potentially.
Could you say that again, please? Interleave.
Yeah, it's interleaf practice. Just going over there, you might need
Okay.
maybe around 30-20 minutes, but for now, just try to focus on all this. Keep in mind that work on one thing at a time. Start with that. Yeah, when you go in a game. Maybe we can, yeah, let's maybe summarize at this point. I think we got quite a lot today.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
So what we got out of today with you so far? You tell me.
Yeah, sure. Initially it was the practicing, well, focusing on only a small amount of heroes. So I put down Ball, Ramacha, Sigma, play these for now, but main focus is on Ball. Scout, set up, scout, engage, stabilize. And when I'm scanning, ensure I'm behind cover as well, not going left, right, and into the open. But yeah, and then rinse and repeat. Put more of a focus on stabilizing. I put this bit in here because you were telling me about like how I can work around my team comps. I think initially I was a bit, I got the wrong idea, but it made a lot more sense as you know, as like 5 minutes after. Really, so I wrote down like can base comp for hero on a map, identify strengths of maps and their points, but ultimately team comp best for strengths. So yeah, when taking health pack, ensure I can engage within seconds. Increase quality of scouting, so just making sure I'm not loud machine, you know. But maintaining my flanks is key as well. Ensuring like I'm not staying in the same position, like especially during my downtime. The downtime part is very important. At the start, it's easy to get things right, but I can get a bit lost in the middle. So I've always just got to keep thinking like during downtime, scout, and set up, scout setup, scout engage, stabilize that whole thing, but also
Mm-hmm.
try to see how I can enable my team's big burst
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
while
Yep.
also keeping map control in mind. Just because it's not useful for me to stay in one position. It's definitely a lot better to try and come at it from numerous angles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anticipating the big stuff. So, like, what does the most damage on my team, and how I can play around that. Dive's
Mm-hmm.
usually a very, very very high burst, so
Mm-hmm.
amazing value in the moment. But I gotta stabilize and give myself chances to do something rather than constantly using up all my cooldown cycles
Mm-hmm.
and focusing on ult charge. Like it's a lot easier, and the progress comes faster as well if I just take my time to stabilize, look at where my team is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, thinking of my team, making the best engage that I can, and enabling the the big verse of my teammates.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's everything. Maybe I missed some things. I'm not sure. But have I missed anything there?
I think yeah, you did mention pretty much everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just
That's
doing all this engagement flow correctly so far. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's good. Keeping an eye on
great.
what hero to pick, so it's based on comp, based on the map as well. Yeah, you mentioned that too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. This is good. This is good. When you're scouting, you initially be silent, check your team, play around big burst. You can do that. Something to add: AOE, cooldowns, primary fire. You can also play around the ultimates as well. Later,
Yeah,
you can
true.
try to
Yeah.
scout that as well. I'm just gonna keep it in notes. You can
I think I
try.
should write something down, stuff I need to keep track of, and
Mm-hmm.
then go through them like as a to-do list. In a way, I can focus on them
Mm-hmm.
individually that
Yeah,
way.
make sure you just start with one, two things to track, maybe two, three.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so there are not too many because our working memory is really limited. As humans, just makes it easy for you. Be comfortable with tracking one, two. Later, you can start tracking more and more.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. One thing
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
time. Yeah, you're really working on it this way. Right.
Yeah, great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So for scouting and downtime as well. So this you do at any point of time. Doesn't matter when you do initial scouting. Like was it okay, let's put it this way. With initial scouting, so in my notes, usually when you have this downtime, it's just when you have this time before the fight. Okay, so here I'm gonna remove this here, maybe. Okay, before the fight, you kind of scout, this is your downtime, but then once you've done the setup, you do scouting one more time, and this is kind of when you're behind the wall, or when maybe, let's say, you don't have your defensive resources. Sometimes you can also do that. Yeah,
Mhm.
just structure it this way. So here's initial scouting, then setup, scout, engage. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I think let's use this notes for the future. And yeah, that's it, I guess. That's it.